Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, I'm popping on some music. How are you? We're at the Wellness Center today. We're going live because I have so much to share, and I've been wanting to go on live with you and share with you, but I haven't had the chance. It's just been super present, and the weather is nice and it's beautiful out, and I am being pulled in another direction. I shouldn't say another direction. I shouldn't even say a new direction, but I am being pulled deeper into the purpose in which I've been stepping into, which is really, really exciting. So I'm going to share some topics about that. I'm also going, hello, beautiful Crystal. I'm also going to share some things that came through on the beautiful Priestess Pathway retreat. Some of the things that I experienced during the meditations and activations. I'm also going to share with you some new things that are going to be happening through the event center here in Clintonville and Green Tara. That looks good. And I have my homemade Oracle deck, and I've been guided to pull a card. I have about an hour and 10 minutes to sit with you guys, so I figured I would sit and enjoy the space. I haven't done a live in a hot minute. Also, I will be uploading a channeled message on Energy Shift on the YouTube, so feel free to join in. Hello, beautiful Crystal. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How is your summer unfolding? How is your heart? How is your mind? How is your spirit? The energy has been absolutely crazy. Now I'm going to start with, during the summer solstice, we had a Priestess Pathway retreat. Absolutely phenomenal. It was popped into my lap. It popped into my experience, and it's something that I've been manifesting and co-creating with the universe for a long time. But the Priestess Pathway retreat is a deep, deep integration of all the tools that I've shared in the mastership groups that I have, the mastership groups that I've been teaching. And I can't believe it, but the universe has asked me to open up these mentorships for everybody. Hello, beautiful Dominique. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Beautiful soul. These high-ticket group coachings that I've been doing, I've been guided to open it up at a mentorship price. I've been guided to open it up, all of my, like, I can't believe it. I'm just totally blown away. All of my offerings, teachings, meditations, breathwork classes, master classes, and my high-ticket coaching level group, I have been offered, I have been invited to open that up at a super, super reasonable monthly amount. In fact, this is a $3,000 coaching group that I have built over years and years and years. And I've been guided to offer that to everybody at a low monthly rate. In fact, the price is, oh, interesting. Now they want me to keep it at that level. So the price is $188 a month to $200 a month. $200 a month? Okay. This is everything I've been working towards. Everything I've put into the coaching groups is all going to be available to you, plus mentorship, which is huge. This is meant to be so because I am stepping into a new part of what I've been learning, what I've been integrating, and the goddess has called me into a priestess pathway. So to step into a priestess pathway bundle is the next level of the training and the teachings that I'll be sharing, which is masculine or feminine. It's all there. It's very much so goddess and earth intertwined mentorship. But all of the previous stuff was shadow alchemy, anxiety, mastering your energy, mastering your soul's gifts, learning master breathwork techniques that help you step into enlightenment. All of those things are going to be offered for a monthly mentorship price, which is fucking crazy. It just blows my mind. And it brings me to the space of, is this sustainable? It doesn't matter if it's sustainable. What it matters is that it's being offered to everybody who is ready to step into that next level of manifestation, of spiritual mastery, of metaphysical mastery. We touch on all of those very beautiful, powerful things, and it's being offered to you at a very, very, very reasonable monthly price. Super excited. That is a 6-month mentorship or a 1-year mentorship. Now for the next space, it's also called the Love That Scarf. However, how excited, by the way, you know it's not my favorite color. I know when I talk fast when I'm super excited. Let me pause. The priestess pathway is the next level into shamanic medicine. It's the next level into the sage mastery. And I'm really, really excited to offer that. That is another 1-year mentorship, but that is going to be stepping into mastery of rituals, manifestations, ceremonies, elemental magic. Super, super excited about that. Okay. During the summer solstice, we had a really powerful retreat. We journeyed with the sun. We went on journey medicine and plant medicine experiences. We fasted, we cleansed, we prayed, we meditated, we did breath work. It was phenomenal. When I was sitting with the sun, doing the breath work that I've been teaching in class here, that I've been sharing, I had a huge Kundalini activation, a huge Kundalini expression. The energy came through me like a corkscrew. It was huge and it was powerful and it was wild. And I felt my whole heart space open up and I could see a freaking crown like on the pictures of Jesus and all the beautiful, it was just wild. It was wild. I could see it, the energy just emanating through me. It was very, very beautiful. It was so powerful. It's taken me a week to come back to the human experience, and I'm not even kidding. That was last week. I also had Buddha come through the sun. Now, I've done a lot of solar ceremony. I've done a lot of manifestation and healing rituals. But this one was so powerful. It was so powerful. In 2021, I activated Kali Ma, and she walked me through the spaces of cleansing the darkness, entities, connections, fear, and protection boundaries out of our system. I graduated from that this year. Very, very powerful. In 2022, it was Ganesh who came through, and he helped me activate my energy body. Very, very cool. This time it was Buddha. And I'm gonna cry. When Buddha came through, there was this beautiful being behind him, and it was like the sun being, and it was called Ananante. And the light was so beautiful and so pure, and it was just this huge white light that came out of the sun. And it was Buddha, and I'm like, I've connected with Buddha a lot, but I've never worked with him as a deity connection, right? I've connected to him, right? But as a deity alignment, for me, that's big medicine, because I align myself to that practice. I align myself to their discipline, and I learn what they're here to show me through deity connections, through my neo-paganism. I have learned to work with these different deities and solar deities and dark moon goddess deities because they call me forward, and I activate them into my energy. And then I sit with them for as long as it takes. I sat with Ganesh for 3 years. I sat with Kali Ma for 6 years. I've sat with Hathor, and I'm going on year 3 for that one. And now Buddha comes forward. And Buddha brings this really powerful medicine of discipline. And he told me it's really important that you release human desire. Who can relate? And human desire in the spaces of our shadow and ego experiences, which is really interesting to look at it like that, because do you really need that thing, or is that human desire? So he's really been putting me in check in these spaces of energy frequency, of connection to disciplines, connection to the light, and activating that solar deity energy within me. Buddha to me is a very, very serene master. And he did that through his disciplines. He did that through his pilgrimage, through his spiritual practices. He was the ultimate figure of facing his demons and darkness and addictions and being in the center of everything, being in the center of Zen, of peace, irrelevant of what was going on around him. And this is so imminent right now because our world is in absolute chaos. Addiction is at its highest spaces, mental illness, sexual fucking disorders, sexual inheritances, clearing out incest and toxicities and ickies and things out of our body, and food addictions and phone addictions, porn addictions, like drug addictions, like even disassociation is an addiction. And these are all really connected to human desire and how we are bypassing our own internal need, which is crazy because we're reaching for those needs outside of ourselves through addictions and communications and sex and all the crazy things. But he showed it to me as this light within, this internal fire, this internal flame, this internal magnetism. And this is something I've been chasing. Interesting that I say it like that, chasing for years and years through my spiritual practices. And it's like bringing that in ourselves. It's not about chasing your next thing. It's not about mastering the next breath work or the next money thing or the next mental mindset. It's truly about finding that flame within ourselves and being that flame in the distortion of the world, right? In the distortion of what is happening around us. When we become that flame within us, then things come into alignment. But becoming that flame is also facing your shadows and disconnecting from human desire, which, thank you, Buddha, right? And not in a space of perfectionism. Hello, beautiful Renee, beautiful Crystal. I see you with the generational trauma, clearing that stuff out, yes. And not just clearing human desire as addiction, and I don't know why pedophilia keeps coming up. It's really interesting. But the space of what it feels like within ourselves. Yesterday I was out with my daughter and I grabbed a donut and she's like, and I was like, this didn't taste very good. It didn't feel very good in my body. She's like, how's that human desire treating you? And I was like, I heard Buddha speaking through her and it was like, damn it. It's like, damn it. And it's not a space of being perfect. You don't have to be perfect, but knowing the difference between our impulses, our primal fucking power, our human experience, and being in that space of peace and alignment. If you're in that space of fire, if you're in that space of breath, if you're in that space of magic, in alignment, do you really seek those outside things? This is something that I'll be unweaving for a while. So sitting with beautiful Buddha, I have started a 40-day sadhana, and that means I'm sitting with him in breathwork and meditation for 40 days straight, which is it's a huge discipline when we're working through our human desire. Today was day 2, and I have been clearing this deep, deep-seated fear out of my body, out of the feminine line, and the masculine, feminine paradigm with abuse and ancestral, she said, generational traumas manifesting in our body, ancestral experiences. Yes, these are things that I've been clearing out of my energetic body and my muscles. Your body holds the key, your body holds the score, your body holds all of the memories of the past. It holds everything from the time you were 0 years old and even into the womb of your creation. So in breathwork today, I was clearing that fear out of the feminine side of my body. And through the specific breathwork that they've been teaching me to do, it is the Tree of Life, Kundalini breathwork. I could feel it in my back right hand side of my heart space. And then it came up to my throat chakra here. And then it came over here to the right side of my ear up to the crown space. Our Kundalini energy zigzags. And it was interesting to feel how that primal power is stuck in our throat chakra. Yes, it's stuck in our heart, but that's just where the heart holds on to the paradigm of light and dark. The throat chakra was this primal power of engagement, this primal power of speaking our authenticity, this primal power of being authentic in your medicine, your magic, your power, your authority, your light, your love, your shadows, your anxieties, your experiences. Like, it's all in the human experience, but it's all wanting to be expressed through the throat chakra. And when the throat chakra is clogged, it's hard to express that. And not just hard to express that, we're wanting to put addictions into our body because we're unsure how to express this. Now, for my old souls, my mystics, my magis, the shamans, the medicine keepers, the nurses, the doctors, the therapists that work with me, or not even work with me, but have that ancient primal gifts within them, this is why that's so blocked. and there's been an implant planted in our energy, in our heart, in our throat chakra, and our third eye, keeping us at a lower state of consciousness. This is something that has shifted through this solar storm. I'm like solar storm. I'm going to get all to your, I'm going to get to your comments as soon as we're done, and we'll chat. This is something that we're shifting. And the last 3 healing sessions that I've done with beautiful souls, we did a quantum Reiki shaman healing session. I'm still learning a title. And we activated the feminine line and the masculine embodiment of the memories of the Akashic field in the tree of life, the cosmic tree of life. And we cleared that generational trauma out of our body, out of their womb space, and out of their heart space that led them to addiction and manipulation, bypassing, all these different human experiences. And it was really interesting. Both of them came through with such darkness. If we're looking at the Akashic field, which is the memories of all time, every lifetime that we've ever experienced, when we have curses put on us in past lives, that energy carries down through our grandmother's grandmother, right? And if there's things that we did within our past experiences, whether you did dark magic or you manipulated somebody or you took somebody's life, right? Whatever the universal law is that you stepped out of, that is still woven in your past experiences and in your chakra system now. It's still playing out in this now moment. It's blocking your money. It's blocking finances. It's blocking blessings, relationships, nirvana. It's blocking you from your wholeness. And I don't like to use the word blocking, but for human terms, it's a great word to use. It's not a sabotaging loop. It's a pattern in your subconscious, in your energy field. Anyway, when we were doing the healing sessions on these beautiful souls, one, I helped her clear where she was participating in dark magic and she was utilizing other people's energy, like an energy vampire. Her darkness in that lifetime tried to consume me. It was so interesting. It was like coming down the line and it was like trying to consume me. And it was like I was in such a divine light, or just such a place of steadiness. It was unshakable. And it was really, really beautiful. And I'm also understanding that these spiritual tools that I've been learning and the disciplines that I've put into place are here so people can come to me with the utmost, darkest experiences from their past lives, from their family line, and I am unmovable and unshakable. Not saying that I never will be, but I've created an unmovableness through the darkness of my experiences and acceptance of it can't touch you, it can't hurt you, it can't consume you. It's there to scare you, it's there to strike fear. And when you don't have any more fear, you're in that space of nirvana. Thank you, Buddha, I like that. So when I did these healing sessions with these beautiful souls and that energy came down that family line, it was like trying to consume me. And it does the same thing to you. It does the same thing to the world that we're in right now, right? It's consuming itself in its darkness and striking fear, and it's reliving these patterns in our consciousness. It's reliving these patterns in our world, people, places, things, friends that fall away. The world that we're in right now is absolute darkness. This is because of all of that energy being unhealed through generations, unhealed through our past life experiences. So it's been really interesting to see how this solar energy and this activation I've been experiencing is playing out so deeply with the collective purge that's happening right now, and how we can utilize these gifts and utilize our tools to help each other. That is why all of the fucking work that I've done in the last 5 years and recorded everything is been put into a package to share with you guys at a monthly. It's like crazy, like to add, it's a monthly fee. It's not about the money, it's about sharing the fucking tools. Yes, I have bills to pay. Yes, I have kids to feed. Like it is sometimes about, it's somewhat about the money. I'm gonna own that, of course. But it's not about a big high ticket coaching package, what it has been for me, because we have bills, we have food, we have all the things, right? It's now about energy exchange and how we can support each other, which is really, really powerful. And not just an energy exchange of how we can support each other, but how can we help each other rise? Because I'm your mirror and you're my mirror. And through these experiences, we are mastering our spiritual gifts. We're mastering our inner Buddha. We're mastering our flame, and we're shedding off our layers of darkness that is keeping us stuck in our physical reality. It's keeping us stuck in blocks, lacks, scarcity patterns, addictions, right? It's part of the human experience, but as we shed off these layers through our chakra system, as we shed off these layers through our own light and our shadows, we become enlightened. Today, in today's practice, when I cleared out that fear, the Shaolong monk came forward, and I was like, is this a monk that because I have a monk that I connect with, and he's in these Hindu highline mountains that I connect to quite a bit. He's like, no, I'm Shaolong. And I was like, wow, really interesting. And I did a little research about the Shaolong monks, and I'm like, they're so disciplined, it's almost gross. But is that my human saying that, right? Because my ego's like, do I have to be like that? No. I mean, if you want to be, sure, we can go sit into a fucking mountain and do all the crazy things. Yes, you can. But how can you bring yourself into that space of discipline within your own fucking actions, within your own experiences, within your own actions? And this is something that we've been unweaving throughout this whole process, and it's something that we'll continue to unweave. Like, I'm drinking coffee right now. I stopped buying coffee at my house. When I got to work, the first thing I did was make coffee, right? So it's like really releasing these patterns through our nervous system, through our energy, through our chakras, and really sitting with ourselves of, why are we holding on to them? The other day I reached out, I was at a very, very, very beautiful place, and I reached in to grab some tobacco as an offering, and I wanted to share tobacco with the earth. And it was like, that was a human desire. The prayer was already there. It was really interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and read some of your guys' stuff. Loves the scarf, she hates the color. I need to work on that again, Crystal says. I'm glad the comments are working. I love that. Okay. Pedophilia is unfortunately at an all-time high. It is. It's gross. It's gross. Dominique says, this feeling of immense coming through my first year clean from substances. Yes, King. I love that. Yes. Celebrating you. Celebrating you. Clean from substances. I've had many downloads and transmuting sexual energy and sensual creative energy. I love that. Yes, yes, yes. It's beautiful. There's another one. That's huge. That's huge. I need to reconnect with Poseidon and my water and ocean desperately. I love that. Crystal, I would suggest connecting with them on the sunrise or the sunset, because there's a lot of Talgarian energy coming through the sun right now that is offering us remembrance codes of our power, our soul song, our inheritance. We used to live 600 years. This was that Talgarian light code bloodline that we had the ability to hold and withstand within our chakra system. The sun is offering those codes again right now. Okay, I'm drinking this coffee. It has been really beautiful since that really big download, though. I don't reach for those habits like before. I'd get up and I'd make a pot of coffee right away. Now I make tea, which is something that I've been working towards for a very, very long time. And I kind of teeter-totter back and forth of what's best, and really catching myself in those spaces of ego or addiction. Coffee's an addiction, right? Tobacco is an addiction. Laughter can be an addiction. A good one, of course, but phone scrolling, you know, these things are part of our emotional field, which is being cleared right now. Also, our gifts are being heightened at a really strong space, and the darkness within our consciousness is up-leveling itself. We're going to do some cards if anybody wants some. Also, if anybody would like to donate, you're welcome to donate. My crystal bowl is being sent around Facebook right now for donations to support the Temple and Wellness Center that I'm building here. Time is not free, right? So I am inviting in donations, whether it's money, herbs, medicine, even connection to support each other through the expansion of our own experiences. I've been building a temple space for the mother, is what she called herself today, the mother, and I'm building wellness centers to help support the community and bring people together. This has been a lifelong project coming into wholeness, which is really, really beautiful. Scary at times, but we're doing the thing. Okay. Okay. How would we like to speak? Great and Holy Spirit, please join us in this sacred space. Connecting to the beautiful souls who are on the feed right now, and anybody who will be joining later who would like to receive downloads, messages, prayers being answered through you, Great Spirit, Great Mother, Mother Hathor, Brother Buddha. We ask for you to join us in this sacred space. Channel through me now of messages that you would like to bring forward for your people. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I see beautiful Dominique brother there. Ooh, there's a space calling you forward, beautiful brother. There's a space in between your solar plexus and your heart space that's burning a really blue light. Oh, teldidium. What's the word? Teldidium. What's the word? Teldidium. There's a space where you've been slowly peeling back the layers of your self-expression, slowly peeling back the layers of your love, of your life. And it's like through the addictions that you are finally shedding, all of these layers are coming into empowerment, but there's spaces of learning to trust your own judgment, learning to trust your own ambitions, interesting, and learning to trust your alignment of what you're here to create in this world right now. There's a space of misalignment that's been happening with things of like trying to follow the crowd or trying to follow the people when really you're meant to take a different path because you're here to integrate higher learning for people. You're here to integrate those gifts, to speak to the people in a different way, to sing to the people in a different way, to create your medicine and magic in a different way. Part of neurodivergence, ADHD and dyslexia, I hear dyslexia specifically, is part of your medicine because you weave things differently, which is great for light language. It's great for psychic gifts. It's great for learning how to build temples, how to build regions, how to build energy structures, how to build, because you see in a different way. You see in a 3D experience. You see in a way that God needs you to see. And there's a space where these people, interesting, it says people, I see 3 specifically, who are pulling you in this space of creativity, which is great. Whatever you choose to do with your power is your power. But you're meant to build temple, interesting. You're meant to hold the masses. You're meant to hold energetic structures of alignment for people to step into, interesting. You're meant to hold spaces to teach people, to share your medicine, to share your journey through addiction, to share your journey through the shadows that you've experienced so deeply in your life. I'm also seeing something with a younger brother. Something happened with a younger brother that brought a lot of heartache. Whew. Is that a younger brother or a son? They're showing me brother. These stories are meant for you to help your people out of the darkness and illusion that has been spewing out into the collective spaces. You're helping shift illusion. I hear that very, very specifically. Your power is in your ability to see and weave things differently. It might be backwards to some, but it's your ability to weave things differently. And I see Grandmother Spider in these quantum experiences, these quantum upgrades that you've been receiving is like kind of being held in the heart space, but they need to go down into the roots. as ascended masters, as magicians, magis, coaches, nurses, as healers, practitioners, we have to embody our gifts in its wholeness. We have to bring in the energy all the way to the root system. And this is something that I teach in the beautiful classes that I've been doing. I've been doing with the big high ticket coaching that we've been doing, is teaching people to embody all of their energy, all of their medicine through into their feet, into the earth. Our Merkaba, our higher and lower light body, they spin in different directions. We are very much so earth beings. In our higher consciousness, they kind of wobble back and forth. When we are going through energetic upgrades, when we are learning to master this energy, when we are clearing our shadow work, when we are being present with our emotions, when we are integrating downloads from the sun, from our spirit team, we bring things into balance. And you are meant to hold this, teach this in a different way. You are meant to share these light codes with the collective in a different way. You are meant to walk in your path in a different way, because you are a teacher, and this past life experience that you're integrating now, these downloads that are coming forward, are going to help you. Hello, beautiful Tara. Hello, beautiful Ashok. Hello, beautiful Jalal. Beautiful Jolene. Beautiful souls. Okay. Ooh, that was big medicine. That was big medicine. Thank you, Great Spirit. Is there anything else you need to be shared? For beautiful Dominique. Congratulations, brother. You're up leveling to a new level. Really check, really sit in discernment before you take this next path, because you're very, very much so at a crossroads. And if your spirit, if your soul is tugging you into a different direction, make sure you're really listening and being present with that. Okay, here we go. I see Lisa. I see Lisa. I haven't done any live readings in a hot minute. Okay, if anybody would like to book a private session, feel free to reach out to me personally. You can also my payment links are up there. $30 sessions, 15 minutes. I also do deep dives into as many questions as you want, and tap into the Akashic records to tap into your past life, your ancestral connections, and anything that could be blocking you in your current life experiences. Antiase shimtiase kumnae hanae amnae ahe om nahe ahe om nahe ha. If anybody would like to know about the mentorship and all of my coachings, all of the classes, all of the recordings, feel free to reach out or type in claim in the comments, and I will reach out to you personally and give you that information. All of the classes, all of the things I've been doing, teaching, and sharing for the last 5 years is going to be available to you at a super beautiful monthly price for a 1-year mentorship. All right, Lisa. Oh, you're such a beautiful, gentle energy. You should call me, by the way, after. I need to come hug you too, most definitely. Are you okay? Call me after, or I'll call you after my meeting. All right, there is a huge energetic reset for you. I hear needing to take place, needing to shift. There's an identity shift that's been shifting for you. And I'm kind of looking at two versions of you. And it's like this beautiful feminine side, this beautiful space that you've been trying to integrate and step into, is this beautiful, gentle blue light that has been seeking coverage. I hear seeking coverage, seeking connection, seeking union, seeking love, just to be supported and held, like community spaces. I feel you, like this is something we're building, is community spaces, connection, conscious communication. And it's like you're yearning for this in a really beautiful way. I also see a grandmother that's with you. You've probably been smelling her a lot, like you've been smelling tobacco in the house or something. Is that a grandmother or a grandfather? Both? I smell tobacco. You've been smelling tobacco. They're with you. This grandmother though, she's a bit different though. There's a space that she's been bringing you downloads of love and connection and union, and a reminder that not all things are permanent. And I feel like there's a lesson unfolding for you in that space. I feel like that's a life lesson that you've already been unfolding for a long time. I also see your son in like these spaces of fear of like a PTSD experience, especially with, I just saw your video and I'm sending you lots of love with the family and the vehicle and things. But I feel like that brought up some of your own fears and your own experiences with your own past. And I'm just sending you lots and lots of love. Okay, we hear what's going to help her with business. Umtare, tumtare, tumtare, titiara. There's a step by step. It's showing me like a dot to dot. There's one step in front of the other. There's supposed to be one step in front of the other, and it's like you take a step and then you try and skip a step. You can't skip steps. You can't put the blanket on without the sheet on first. So you can't skip steps. Interesting. You can't bake the cake without the eggs in it first. I don't know why it's showing me eggs. I see 3 eggs specifically. There's 3 things that you've been working towards. And there's been confusion, disorder, and destruction. And there's a space of, I hear agrimony, an herb. It helps clear the confusion from the mind. And it helps heal the neurological functions. And I'm seeing resetting your nervous system. Have you ever heard of this trick? If you put your hands like this, and you look up to the right, and you look up to the right for 30 seconds as far as you can, and you breathe into your belly, and you look 30 seconds, breathing slowly, and then you return to the center, and then you do the same thing to the left, 30 seconds. This is gonna reset your vagus nerve. You can put your fingers right here on your vagus nerve as well. And then close your eyes. And put your hands down. Perhaps hold your womb space. And that resets the vagus nerve. You move your head back and forth 3 times. Oh, whew. I feel that already. And then a shaman medicine tool to reset your ocular nerve. You keep your eyes closed. You turn your eyes 3 directions one way, 3 circles the other way. You go up, down 3 times, cross to cross 3 times, and then do an X 3 times. And then you look with your eyes closed into your 3rd eye, into your heart space, into your 3rd eye, into your crown, into your 3rd eye, into your heart space. This helps you activate the eyes of the heart and heart-brain coherence. I also hear, remember, we just started a new cycle. And anytime we start a new energetic cycle, the 6th month is very much so new cycles because it's 0 point energy. The energy is at Ophiuchus and Sagittarius is Yule season, and Gemini and Cancer is the silver lining of the June solstice. That 6 point energy is when souls incarnate and when you also integrate your own pieces of wisdom from the energetic quantum field. This new set of energy, really now's the time to put in those new habits. Now's the time to get up and rest. Interesting that those came in at the same time for you, beautiful Lisa. Now's the time to set those new habits. Set a reminder on your clock of something that you need to do at a specific time throughout the day. Even if it's just breathing or drinking water, being present within yourself is going to help calm the anxiety, calm anything that's causing chaos or distraction. And it's going to bring you back into the body. And it's this neurological, there's something about this neurological space from one side to the other is really going to help you. Interesting. Hello, beautiful willow goddess. Loving you. I'm loving all that you are doing as well, beautiful goddess. We should connect. I've seen you in visions. All right, Lisa has some oracle cards here. You are a divine channel. Trust in you. Ooh, that ties in with the tarot that you're doing, Lisa. You are a divine channel. Trust in your own intuition. Trust in your own medicine. We also have Archangel Raphael, the heart healer, past life activation. Again, I told you there's soul wisdom coming through for you. And you being present, this fucking thing. I don't know why this neurological thing keeps coming up. Maybe practice some neurological games, like block reset. Those different types of brain games helps heal the brain. You have a message to share it with the world. Again, going back to that tarot and all the shows that you've been doing. Congratulations, I love that. And the last one is pay attention to your own blessings. Count your blessings, be present, and feel it in the breath. Something about 6 a.m. She goes, I know why. Do tell. I want the tea. Beautiful. If anybody else would like an energetic message, feel free to tune in. You can send the energy out. I'm open to receive. Or you can pop it into the chat. If anybody would like a personal session, feel free to reach out. Willow Green, it's so beautiful to see you. I've been hearing Death Doula a lot, and I've sat with Hecate for the last couple years now. And through the maze that we did for the summer solstice Priestess Pathway retreat, we created a labyrinth, and it was very, very, very powerful. I sat with that medicine for 8 days, and it tapped me out quite a bit. I've been sleeping a lot, but very powerful, very beautiful. The energy, this thing about Death Doula, it's not about the dying process, it's about the living process. And that's really coming through strong for me lately. So thank you for popping into the feed and bringing in that confirmation. Johnny, hello, beautiful. What you got for me? All right, Johnny, how's it going, handsome? I love you. You're such a beautiful soul. All right, Johnny says he's ready. All right, Clearfield. Ooh, I always see a knight for you. Okay, it brings me to the Knights Templar. It brings me to a knight in shining armor. You are such a knight for so many people. You've been rehearsing and integrating some sort of spiritual gift that you're not quite ready to share with the world. And the first thing that comes up is Pilatus right here. And this arrow. So this Sagittarius energy, the Sagittarius moon that we just had, I know the collective said it was Capricorn. It wasn't Capricorn, it was Sagittarius. It activated something in you and for you, and there's something that you're aiming for that's going to be really, really helpful. Lisa says the neurological part, I know it's resetting and I'm learning new things. I think I will be sharing soon. Yes, awesome, awesome. Like brushing your teeth with your left hand and writing with your left hand. Oh, I love that, Lisa. I know that's something you've been working on. Okay. I just feel Lisa's excitement. I see you. I see you. Okay, pulling Johnny back into the field here. And Tukuna, I see dice. I see a number 2. You're going to be looking at a choice. Something's going to be changing very, very soon. You could be offered a new job offer in a different location, in a different space. And you would be moving. It would be moving you somewhere south. I'm looking at somewhere south. Interesting. But it also opens up the opportunity for a new relationship for you, which is something that you've secretly been desiring. Interesting. Secretly desiring. There's a connection here that's coming forward and you have an opportunity to receive it, but will you take the move? Will you do the thing? I feel like you finally got settled here. I know you've only lived back at where you're at now for a few years. So it's like, do you really want to move again? Interesting. This job offer is going to be a really beautiful one, though. You're going to get a raise. I'm looking at a nice size raise, and perhaps a different, in the same line of work, but an up leveling. I hear up leveling. I also see Archangel Raziel. Interesting. Let me sit with that for a second. Raziel. I hear pagan pride. I hear purple pride. There's a purple pride energy. There's I don't know. Have you ever seen the movie? What is that? It's not If. It's super freaking cute. Hello, Jesse. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just messaged you today. We have a beautiful, beautiful thing that I'm bringing forward to everybody. I messaged you personally. Feel free to check that out. Johnny, have you ever heard of the movie If? It's super, super cute kid movie. And it's about... I lost it. It's there. Hold on. Invisible Friends. It's a very, very cute movie. But there's something in that movie about the way you connect to your team. Ooh, I feel like there's a channel message coming through. All right. Let me put those down. I I see a 3-star tetra. I also see the sword of light. This move could help you step into different forms of abundance and not financial ones. Yes, financial abundance, but friendship abundance, relationship opportunities, connection to the if. They're really, really pushing on that movie. Something about checking in with your imagination, your inner child, and also how you share your light and your innocence and your beautiful soul with the world. And something about this movie is going to help you learn, see, and integrate that imagination into the world into a different way, because you're here to help people see you in a different way. You're here to help people see in a different light. You open their eyes to peace and love and kindness. And the world hasn't always been a nice place for you, but you've still been peace and love and kindness, and it's so beautiful. Okay, this big, big star, Tetra. I hear Tetra. Om kya nom nyaye zi gi jam nyaye zi jam ni gi jam nyaye di zi om nyaye gi jam nyaye di zi. We see that you've been reaching for the stars in a new way. There's a space that we've been gifting you, this Tetra energy, to help you align to the higher spaces of consciousness that you've been connecting to in the secret spaces of your heart, the secret spaces of your alignment and your connection to the Most High. It is integrating this new meaning for you. It is integrating this new space of light within your consciousness, within your ability to reach to new levels of heart space, heart expansion, heart integration. There's a space where you're invited into grounding in this energy in a new way. You're invited into grounding in the energies and frequencies of the downloads that you've been deeply receiving. We're guiding you into the spaces of your acknowledgement. There's past life energies that are trying to integrate for you in a new way, but there's alignments that have been misplaced within your solar plexus. There's an energy that we've been gifting you to receive into the deeper spaces of you. But again, the spaces of this solar plexus is bypassing the energy frequency of your whole power, your highest light, your integrated spaces of light of the flame of your consciousness within your body. We invite you into bringing this energy into your root chakra, into your lower spaces, and embodying it into the wholeness of your human experience. There's alignments that have been taking place for you, and they have been missed. They have been missed because of some of the alignments in the root chakra and the anxieties of who would you become if you connected to this light, if you connected to the knowledge of the soul, if you connected to the deeper parts of you. There is a emotion that comes through when you want to connect to this deeper energy. There is a space where you could be clearing out grief or guilt, shame within the energy frequency within yourself, within the womb chakra and the connection to the solar plexus. We invite you into processing the emotions and clearing your energetic field so you can ground this energy into a new way. I hear Tetra again. That is a very blunt energy, very earth-based. I see bald, large ears. They're not grays, they're blue. Like a Syrian? No. A solar star. I hear solar star. Ranunculus is a star. I see Scorpio star mission. I hear ranunculus again. They're a specific star race. I hear ranunculus again. Interesting. Thank you for stepping forward to share that beautiful message. Are you a guide that has worked with him before? Lifetimes. You have been on that planet. You've been in that star system. Sirius. A star in the Sirius constellation. I hear ranunculus again. A star power. Okay, and I see 2 cards for you. Thank you. Beautiful star ancestors. That's one I haven't channeled before. I feel like the table gets all bunchy. Ooh, that was a different frequency. Okay, thank you, clearing ground. Angel wing activation, pillars of light, and an upgrade. The energy was very much so trying to get you to ground, teaching you to ground. I hear teaching you to ground. I hear the ascended masters are working with you and connecting with you. I see that sort of light again in Archangel Michael. The ascended masters are with you, calling them for help. There's somewhere where you're trying to create bravery. I hear bravery. There's Syrian energy. Clear your field to connect. Claim your magic and voice. Is this job offer something that you've seen, or is this something that is unknown so far? All right. That one's it for Johnny. If anybody else would like a message, feel free to reach out. I got about 10 more minutes. Ah, there's excitement there. There's something new coming in for you. All right, Crystal, are you still there, beautiful? Crystal, if you're still there, he says unknown. Jesse would like a reading. Okay. Crystal, if you're still there, feel free to reach out for an ancestral womb clearing. I feel like you're ready for that. If you're not there, I will reach out to you personally. Okay, clear the field. But moving is familiar. Ooh, Johnny. Well, thank you for letting me read for you today. If you would like any personal insight or me to go deeper in the reading for you, feel free to reach out. Then you can ask your own questions. Oh. Okay, thank you, Johnny. Love you, beautiful soul. Thanks, babe. Moving and job makes sense, though. Okay, awesome. Happy summer solstice. Okay, clearing ground. Calling Jesse into the field. Great and Holy Spirit, help us do the highest and less good. If anybody would like to donate, my stuff is put on the thing. Feel free. Donations always accepted. Loving it. Loving it. Okay, calling Jessie into the field. Help me see what the highest and best good. What's going to help her through whatever it is she needs to know at this time. Oh, welcome. Welcome into the field. Oh, I see a unicorn. Okay, what is it she needs to know at this time? They're like, just wait. Okay, reading the field. There's a lot with your feet and ankles. A lot of things has been unstable or shifting with the family. There's spaces where you're learning to speak up and stand in your ground, stand in your boundaries and stand in your power. I see a lot of questions with a daughter or child. I also see some boredom in business. I hear boredom in business. And it's causing or leading to misalignments, misenergetic alignments, some overeating, I hear poor mental health, or I hear mental values. I'm not sure what that means. Like destructive thoughts or self-punishment thoughts. Interesting. This could go to a childhood experience that you're being called to heal. I also see, is this a grandmother or a mother? Is your mother passed away? This could be your grandmother. Very deep voice. A woman, but very deep voice. I don't want to channel. I will listen and share the message. Like, this isn't a seance. I don't like that sometimes. I have boundaries, bro. Okay? There is a way that you're communicating with your daughter that has been handed down the generations, and it could be causing heart upsets. I hear heart upsets. There's also a space where you're learning to set boundaries while also not holding your own boundaries. I hear energy dynamics with the children and somewhat with the husband. I hear in spaces of self-control and misalignments. Hello, Brenda. Jessie said it's grandmother. I thought so. She wanted to channel through. Is there a message that you'd like to share with her? She's showing me the boundaries, energetic alignments, and really connecting with your heart space. She has her hand on her heart like this, and she's like connecting with the heart space. I hear vocal stim. Interesting. There's an anxiety that steps forward that's been handed down through the feminine line, an anxiety and neurodivergence experience, and this could be interfering with your ability to communicate with her and your ability to connect to your heart space and other areas of your life. There's also a space where your job is really bringing a lot of pressure onto the heart and it's kind of closing up. And I see that you've been doing a lot to stay in your heart space and energetic alignment as much as you can, but sometimes it's getting really heavy. There's a healer ability that you've been wanting to step into, and it's like, I hear this vocal stim again. Interesting. There's this healer ability that you've been wanting to step into, but there's a misalignment happening with some sort of energetic alignment. And it's showing me the feminine line. It's showing me the, I hear energetic illusion shifting. There's something about not being qualified or not being good enough or not being able. They're capable. I hear capable. And I see your grandmother pointing at your heart space. There's something about alignments into the heart space and allowing yourself to receive the wholeness of your gifts, the wholeness of your, I hear feminine line. I'm guided to offer To any of the beautiful souls who would like to clear feminine cosmic womb experiences through ancestral healing of your family line, I'll be doing sessions, quantum healing, shaman sessions for $60. If you would like to receive that, feel free to reach out. We go into the quantum field, we go into the grid of the ancestors and clear that through your whole feminine line, connecting to mental illness, neurodivergence, and energetic misalignments, causing energy, fear, anxiety. Okay. Ooh, that felt like a lot. I see you journaling. I feel a lot of exhaustion. There's a lot of nervous system work that you could really be stepping into, a lot of grounding. There's a path through the darkness that you've been invited to step into, part of the dark moon goddess, or part of your own spaces and initiations of your own darkness, your own mental health, your own, when we have a lot of past traumas or PTSDs or experiences that brought us into spaces of our own mental health, this does come through the family line, yes, but there's a space within your divine feminine that has the ability to hold other people through their darkness, through their trauma healing, through their anxieties, through their fears. And this is a big bubble for you, a big bundle of medicine that you have within your energy. I'm looking at the solar plexus in the womb space. There's this big bundle of energy that you have the ability to tap into, to share with people, to share with your people, to help people heal, but you've been avoiding it. And it's not just tapping into the chakras, it's learning to work with your divine feminine, it's learning to work with your shadows, which is shadow work, shadow alchemy, and your experiences through the whole experience, because you have earth medicine, because you are an earth keeper, because you are a medicine keeper. And this energy is ready to come through you, but there's an avoidance that's been happening within your systems and within your energy. They're inviting you to tap into this medicine within you. It's not just inner child healing, it's learning to work with your dark medicine. It's not medicine, dark medicine, your medicine in the spaces of your shadows and fears and anxieties. There's messages in there for your own mental health and for your own healing. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I see 2 cards. I have Brenda. Well, we'll get this one out first. 2 cards for Jessie. Your shadows are a past. Move forward slowly. There's something deep about these shadows and learning to work beyond them. Trust the path. The doors are opening now. There's something new that's going to be opening for you to become a teacher, to become a medicine keeper, to become a holder, to work with your own clearings of the energy. Okay, loving you. All right, beautiful, beautiful Brenda. Do you have any questions, Jessie? If anybody would like a private read, feel free to reach out to me. Okay, clearing the energetics. We got a couple minutes yet. Okay, Brenda. You're welcome, Jessie. Santuya ea ki ishkanai ti uskana utukana. I have a meeting in a couple of minutes. Okay. I only have a minute or two. They're wanting me to step out of the field. It is showing me that your solar plexus in your womb space is learning to open. Interesting, you're learning to open and giving you the ability to step more into your power and more into your soul gifts. There's a lot of avoidance here though, Brenda. A lot of avoidance. Why are you avoiding your gifts? Why are you avoiding your soul's mission, purpose, and passion? Are you allowing yourself to step into that more? And I hear gracefully. There's a space where I hear human pleasure and displeasure. Displeasure and pleasure has been a big, I hear a game changer and a game player. There's a lot of polarity here. Clearing the energetic grids of illusion, please. Ooh, this confusion. The confusion is keeping you in that stuckness. Interesting. I see, I hear the brides of Christ. I see the Christed crossed. The Messiah carried the Christed crossed. Interesting. And it's a cross with a blue sachet around it. And there's that is causing an energetic confusion in your frequency and is causing an energetic confusion and your purpose. And it's not the confusion, it's the energy trying to break free from a past life or some sort of vow that you've created within your contracts, within your Akashic field. This is keeping you, I don't want to say keeping you stuck. It's causing energetic confusion. And your soul wants to go one way, but this vow is pulling you in a different way and is creating this back and forth energy and it's creating confusion within your energetic field. In 1 minute, you finally get to where you want to go or you finally feel like you're going in the right direction. And then the next minute, it's like coming up against itself, like trying to put two magnets together that are backwards. There's a Akashic clearing that they want you to do. There's an Akashic reading that they want you to do to help clear this energetic illusion, clear this energetic paradigm from a past vow that you've created, perhaps through feminine line. That's been a big thing that's been coming up in the energy right now. But this is something for you to get back into your power and back into your medicine and your soul's gifts and your soul's truth. It's also showing me plant medicine is going to be really big. I see ferns. I hear agrimony again for you too. There must be like a reversal or removal that's happening. You can put agrimony in your bath, in tea, but it's tart like mugwort. I do see mugwort, I see sage, and I see garden rue, but you should not take garden rue internally unless you know what you're doing. You shouldn't take it internally. Meadows bark, sweet meadows something. Meadow rue, sweet meadows sweet. I hear borage as well, and that's a really beautiful purple flower. There's also something about this full moon to the new moon. This full moon to the new moon. This energy is really thick for you right now. Okay, we're gonna pull one card and then I gotta go. If you would like to get in for a personal reading, you're welcome to. The Akashic Deep Dive, I think, would really, really help you, and we would clear that energy as well. Okay, on the floor she went. Time for something new. Open your thoughts, see a new path. Yeah, that's newness. I hear energetic delusion. Illusion is shifting for you. That back and forth energy is really big. Okay, one more for her, please. Energetic assignment. Assistance is on its way. Don't stress. The Elvish medicine. Old folklore, Irish magic, Irish medicine, and plant medicine. And your God, Goddess consciousness is coming back into alignment. Beautiful. All right, beautiful souls. Thank you for letting me read for you today. If anybody would like to join. Hello, Ryan. I was just thinking about you. You were in my prayers the other day. Yes. Hello, King. If anybody would like to book a personal reading, I have $30, 15 minutes. A lot gets uncovered. We can also go deep into the energy. For $55 or an Akashic session is absolutely phenomenal. It takes 90 minutes. We also do Akashic clearing if it's guided to come through at that time. It definitely has been as we've been stepping into this new solar energy. So if anybody would like to, feel free to reach out. Also at the beginning, I shared some really, really great things about some new offerings, some downloads, and some Buddha energy that has come through within my own experience. If you guys are, if you are feeling aligned or would like to attune to that, feel free to check out the beginning of the message. I hope you guys have a great and amazing day, and I love you very much. Mwah!